with the champagne all over, and thinking, wow, my father is an important man. You know, my father must be like the CEO of some major corporation, AT&T or whatever. And he actually told me that, no, he wasn't really the CEO of a major corporation, he was a doctor. But he was probably more important than the CEO of a corporation, and what he did was more important than what somebody like that did. You know, he was learning constantly. He was helping people, and what he did was better than what anybody else did. He was always a humble guy. He didn't talk like that, but kind of that's the way. That's kind of the message. That's kind of the message that was sent. And so I, as this, you know, young boy, bought into this and said, I'm signing on. I'm going to be one day what my father was, behind the desk with the champagne. And really it was the champagne more than what he was telling me about the profession. So I signed on. I went through college. I went through medical school. I went through training. And, you know, there were many times along the road where there was some rebellion and some defection. But I did go through with the whole thing. And ultimately became a dermatologist. And probably one of the, you know, my greatest good fortune was that I was able to actually practice with my father in the early part of my own career. And really that was a tremendous experience. And I finally actually saw what it was that my father did for a living. At the time, my father was a professor at Downstate. He was a very respected man in his field of dermatology. He was a pioneer in cryosurgery, and he lectured all over the country, in the world even. He was a great teacher. There are so many people I meet, you know, even now, that remember him and, you know, talk about what a great teacher he was. And most importantly, in the office, I kind of saw, you know, him and learned under him not only that he was a great sort of clinician, but how much he cared about his patients, how much his patients really loved him. And I can tell you that there isn't a day that goes by that patients don't, you know, tell me, how's your dad doing? I love your dad. I wish your dad is, you know. That's right. Yeah, that's right. In the early days, it was like, now can I see your dad?
So see the other Dr. Biro.
So really, it was an amazing experience, and I understand now, you know, what it is that was so important to you, and is now so important to me. And I really hope that I can carry on the tradition that you've established in the same sort of high level of that you have carried it on, and I hope maybe that one day one of my children, Daniel or Luca, may actually come in and carry on. It doesn't even have to be a Biro. It could be a Biro Guarna. It could be a Biro Fin. But can carry on, you know, this amazing tradition that you have started. And I just want to toast with the same champagne that I remember from the first party long ago. Congratulations on an incredible career, and we all love you.
A nice toast.
Anyway.
Very nice.
let me just add that our staff, going back some 40 years, has been great help in achieving the status and the niveau that this practice has achieved. And I thank very much all of you, starting with Adele and going on to Kathy and of course the originator, Kathy's mom, Adele's mom, Kathy. It's been pleasure. I think we were known to have, and Maureen, of course, that a minimum, and the one that's missing is Josephine. Josephine was, that's been with us. And then
Who doesn't want to know?
All in all, I think we were known to have the most efficient, kindly, and happy staff at Biro Skin and Cancer. Many thanks.